So how do you really create this theme for your live launch? So one of the things is a storytelling, right? So really engage, like when you store facts tell and stories sell. So a lot of times we forget that people, it's like reading a child book, right? So there is a certain themes, there is a certain progression. And when you tell them the story, people want to hear more. And you also want to focus on both emotional and educational aspects of the stories, right? So this way you can definitely captivate attention of your audience and you will create a greater impact. So, but how do we do that, right? So how do we do that? Well, we can think about some inspiration sources. That could come from personal experience. That could come from classic literature, children's literature. That could come from movies, from maybe popular shows, anything like that. Folk tales, fairy tales, myths, really sky is the limit, right? So you can use it from any of that. You can also use traditional storytelling methods. And I will actually cover two of them in this training. One is we probably all heard about hero's journey, and another one is 3-act structure, the way so you can shape your theme in those ways. So 3-act structure. So that is traditionally known from playwriting and screenwriting. So it actually has 3 acts and it divides it into 3 narratives. Divide your narrative rather into 3 parts. So number 1, the part 1 is setup. You're going to introduce characters, settings, where your characters are, what is happening, what is this character is doing, and that will establishes and builds foundation of your story. Then part number 2 is either confrontation or development. So what is happening, right? So you normally looking at, if it's a screenwriting and everything, it's normally the longer portion, but we don't have that much time, right? So we don't need the longest portion of that. We just will talk about what is happening. Why is this character here in your challenge, and what is this character is trying to achieve, right? So, and as I said, it could be some confrontation. Maybe there is a lot of times you want to build on what is the challenges. What was the challenges like in my fortune tellers? What are the challenges? I talked about different areas where people have challenges when they creating the oracle cards, right? So one of the main challenge for my audience is they consider themselves not creative or don't know how to create art and images. So that's the biggest challenges. And I was showing them that they can do it a better way, easier way, right? So they are actually creative, they can do that. So for you, you're going to build it on your own, on the challenges of your own audience, and also how can you resolve it for them? What is the answer, right? So what is it they can do? They can actually achieve that results that you promise in them during the challenge. And that is part of that part 3 of the resolution, right? So how do you going to resolve those conflicts and tensions and provide closure, right? So for the story. So that's 3-act structure.